Robert. How's it going? Happy, it's today, Monday. This is what happens when you don't have a day off. I'm just like constantly going. How you feeling? Yeah, I had to play a funeral today. And it was so interesting because it was the same pastor that did Marin's funeral. Yeah, and I don't know if I've seen him. I think I've seen him maybe once since then. Oh, thanks. Yeah, this is kind of wild. Just it's a wild moment. But yeah, and here, it is dark. Yo, it's dark in here, right? Not just in my little black heart, but it's dark. Seriously, like yesterday at like 5:20, I was like, why is it completely dark? Hello, darkness, my old friend. Why are you here? It's 3 p.m. Like, what? Seriously, it's a lot. Anyway, Simone, are you here? Simone? I mean, what would we do? What would we do without the music? Seriously. I think I'd be very sad all the time. Hey, Julio. I hope you had a happy birthday. It's good to see you. I hope things are well. Try to forget you. It's funny how things stay the same without a rhyme or reason. When I look into your eyes, I know that I found forever. No hiding, no disguises. Reunion of souls, of mind, of space, over time and place. I look and I see your face everywhere. Reminder of everything I wanna be, who I am and how with you I can be free. I can be free. It's amazing what the soul can remember, no matter what the day or time or the appointed hour. All I know is your soul and mine are so joyful together. It's as if we found the perfect way of being together. So tell me, how can we stay apart? What's up, Kimmy? How you doing? Can we stay apart in a place before now? Reunion, a time before here. Will you come to this place? And I'm glad to be standing here. Oh, sometimes the truth's painful, but a leap of faith. Close your eyes and don't get discouraged. Spread your wings and just let the winds of change blow free. Just believe they'll hold you if you dare to close your eyes and soar free. Free, my soul is free, my soul is free, my soul is free, my heart's free, my mind's free, I'm free. Who is it, Simone? Who? Tell me who. start here. So the whole reason that I'm, well, you know, I'll wait on that. Anyway, there's just so many songs that I love. And to me, like, they're some of the best people are calling me. It's political season. And of course, as y'all know, I love me some Phoebe Snow.
So today we're doing sort of unsung artists, but also songs that either people don't know or have forgotten about. I Y'all, I have been obsessed. I mean, y'all know me when I'm obsessed. I mean, obsessed. I heard this Lobby Schifrin song, and yeah, and it's called Bless the Telephone, and I'm not gonna do it right now. I'm gonna do some other things in between, but it just reminded me of all these amazing songs. I didn't really know the song. Like, I feel like somewhere in the back of my memory, I might have heard it in a commercial or something. And then the other one, Kanye West used for a sample, and then also Eminem used one of his songs for a sample as well. How do I know this? Because I went down the rabbit hole for days. And yeah, but so, and of course now, every time I play any Phoebe song, I think about Moitepa, a girl who left us last year. And I shouldn't say left us, because I never feel like it's really leaving. But anyway, our beautiful Moitepa, who, has flown on. And she said to me, she said, man, I never thought of hearing anybody doing Phoebe Snow. I didn't think I wanted to hear that, but now I want to hear it. So, I'm going to do this one because I love it. What's up, Maisha? How you doing, girl? How you feeling? I wish I was a willow and I could sway to the music in the wind. I wish I was a lover. I wouldn't need costumes and pretend. I wish I was a mountain. I'd pass boldly through the clouds and never end. I wish I was a soft refrain when the lights go out and play and be your friend. I strut and fret my hour upon the stage. The hour is up. I'd have to run and hide my rage. I'm lost again. I think I'm really scared. I won't be back in all this time and have my deepest secret shared. Oh, I'd like to be a willow, a lover, a mountain, or a soft refrain. But I'd hate to be a grown-up and have to try to bear my life in pain. I wish I was a grown-up, wouldn't have to bear my life in pain. I wish I was a willow, a lover, a mountain, or a soft refrain. But I hate to be a grown-up and have to try to bear my life in pain. And have to try to bear my life in pain. I mean, I love so many of her songs. There's so many good ones. Nine of diamonds, nine of diamonds. Oh, what a lucky card. That when we made it, and jump all over your yard. I'll jump all over your yard, jump all over. I don't know what hit me, but I'm seeing stars. Yeah. More tomorrow. So we're going to do this for 2 days, because, I always say that I'm going to do stuff, and then we never come back to it. So this week I thought, well, you know what, maybe we'll just you know. Yeah, I love this song so much. Okay, this next one too, I really, you know, the great thing about music is that it takes you back to a time, and often back to people that we have loved who maybe are not with us anymore. You know, sometimes not in the physical realm, and sometimes just not with us anymore. Okay, y'all, why is it dark outside? It's dark. It's super dark. Anyway, this is one of those random songs, and it was done by Heatwave. It's such a great song. And then George Benson did a version of it. And somebody said D'Angelo did a version of it, but I couldn't find it, so I don't know if that's true or not. But it's such a great song. So yesterday was really interesting in church. The sermon was on all of the different Marys. And so I did the communion set. And so I did 3 different Mary songs. I did the Wind Cries Mary, which, of course, you know, I mean, after all the Jackson left their boxes. Right? So I did that. It was cool. And then I did this one, which is such a, and I did it as a 3, as a waltz. Let's see if I remember it. It's a jolly holiday with Mary. Mary makes talking about obscure. And then yesterday, it was so funny when I got up, I turned on Freeform, and Mary Poppins was actually on that song, y'all, on that song. And I was like, yeah, okay. So, and then I thought, oh God, should I listen to it? Because maybe I don't remember it like I thought I did. But it was fine. It was all good. And I did, Mary wants to be a superwoman. Is that really on her mind? Stevie Wonder, of course. So it was fun. I mean, who else does? Dick Van Dyke, Stevie Wonder. Right. It was a very, very good time, but a very interesting, set. So, but fun. Okay, okay, here we go. So here's that song that I was telling you about. So this is La Vie C'est Free. And this is how this whole thing started. I was like, oh my God, here's this dude that I don't really know. And now he's my favorite. Okay, when I tell you I play, and then I watched him interviewed and he was talking about this particular symphony that he had listened to, like a Psycho. And I was like, oh, kind of like I'm listening to you like a Psycho. Okay, so I don't feel so bad, clearly. Anyway. The song is called Bless the Telephone. And it's funny, I don't talk on the phone that much lately. And I almost prefer to text. I mean, there's certain people that I love to talk to. And, I have a friend that calls me, like, daily. And I just think, it's such a labor of love to pick up the phone and call somebody. Because people just don't do that anymore. And, I miss my mother because we would talk all day long. I mean, we would start in the morning and just brief and simple conversation. Just, hey, do you remember where I put my, or hey, how you doing? The morning calls, the evening calls, all those calls. And I just realized that, like the kids don't, God forbid, don't call them on the phone. I mean, they don't answer, but it's begrudgingly. They're like, why are you calling? Why don't you just text? And I'm like, because I have stuff to say, little heathens. That's why, because, But anyway, I say all that to say because this song has been moving me all week. Hold on. My goodness. And I mean, it was written, I think, it was released in 1971. So I don't know when he wrote it, but he talks about how he wrote it, and it's literally he's on the road. The love of his life is at home. He gets a phone call. He sits there. They talk for half an hour. He gets off the phone and he writes the song. Yeah. It's nice to hear your voice again. I've waited all day long. I even wrote a song for you. It's strange the way you make me feel. With just a word or two, I'd like to do the same for you. It's nice to hear you say hello. And how are things with you? I love you. But very soon it's time to go. Your office job to do. While I'm here writing songs for you. Strange how a phone call can change your day. Take you away, away from the feeling of being alone. Bless the telephone. It's nice the way you say my name. Not very fast or slow, just soft and low the same. 'Cause when you tell me how you feel, I feel the same way too. I'm very much in love with you. right? I mean, it's not even a minute long. It's probably like a minute 24 maybe. I don't know. That is the song that you want to write, to me, right? That, I mean, like, it is now up there with A Wonderful World, which is my all-time, hands down, favorite song forever and ever. You know, that's my song that I think of with my dad. But this one just, I mean, the first time I heard it, I was like, what is happening right now? And then so the other song that he, you know that song, and I wonder how to for Kanye's, I think it's Graduation. And I wonder, I mean, that one's all over the place. But this dude, I mean, like, he's just lived his life almost in total obscurity. Like, he was big in the 70s, and then he just sort of ducked out, you know, had a real beautiful, meaningful life, and then came back. Anyway. It really got me. I was like, dang. I don't often get surprised like that. I mean, every once in a while, you know, there'll be something that'll surprise me, and I'll be like, oh, what a great song. You know, like, I wanna go where the leaves don't fall, travel to places that I don't know. Of course, I listen to that now, and it doesn't really sound like this. I mean, it sounds different. Anyway, because it's by some young girls. They're probably in their early 20s, and it sounds like that, right? But, you know, when you're over 50, it's like, yeah, it's a totally different animal, right? Okay, so I don't know if Michelle is here, but I know she loves this one. So another one of my favorite songwriters of all time, who I've actually had the, you know, pleasure and honor of working with and teaching songwriting with him. This man can tell a story like nobody else can. And I think that his music is some of the most incredible that I have ever heard. And often he plays, it's just him accompanied by some sort of drum, usually a djembe. And he has this big, huge voice and, you know, does all these parts with a looper. In fact, I think he was the first person I ever saw with a looper. But the songs are so incredibly good. Jacqueline. So I had a conversation with Jacqueline last night. It was a really great conversation, really inspiring. And we were just talking about how, you know, I mean, to me, not that young people are not interesting, because they are, right? But I find that older people, older songwriters who have lived a good amount of life, and different lives maybe than was expected of them, I find that far more interesting and far more inspiring. You know, because when you're 20, you can do anything, right? When you get older, sometimes just you can't do the physical part of things anymore, right? And sometimes you don't realize. Like, I remember when my brother came home from the hospital, you know, when we were swimming, and he was like, I'm sinking, help. And I was like, shit. Like, we swam every day of every summer, period. My father had me in the water before I was able to walk. I was in the water. So I never had a fear of it, you know, and I just remember, like, he would just hold me really close, but we would be in the water, right? And so there's never this fear, but I remember talking to my brother about that. And the same thing happened with him, like, you know, long distance walking. He was like, I'm going to need you to go home and get the car. And I was like, wait, what? What do you mean? You know, and it's like he was barely 50, and things just shifted so quickly. And in your brain, you know, I think this is why we do dumb shit, because in your brain is like, I can still do that. And your body's like, okay, you can do it once more. And then, you know, we'll see what happens, because we might be going to the hospital, right? So, but yeah, I mean, I look at, but then you look at somebody like Billy Strayhorn, right? Who finished Lush Life at, I think he might have been 16. And that is one of the most incredibly deep songs I've ever heard. Like, I can't imagine feeling that. Okay, I can't imagine feeling it now, but I certainly can't imagine feeling it at 15 or 16. What's up, Derek? What's up, baby? Okay, listen, we're closer to this solution. So sit tight, y'all. Sit tight. New things are coming. I know it's been time to make a change for a long time, but I have just sort of been dragging my feet, because it's very comfortable here, right, with y'all. But I just want to do some other things. And of course, y'all are my people, my guinea pigs, my audience, my people. Anyway, so I think Vince, this was off of his either first or second. I think this one is off of Tell My Feet. So he was a long distance runner, and the Olympics that we were supposed to go to, we boycotted. So he didn't actually get to go. But he was discovered in Santa Monica, and was out on the road with Sting and doing his thing. But anyway, okay, enough talking. All right, this is called Porch Light. How can I tell you that I missed you and all those letters I meant to write? How? Okay, wait, sorry, because I will forget my thought. Yes, Billy Strayhorn. So we were just talking about like young people versus older people writing, right? And what the stories are. And I was saying that I find most of the time older people are far more interesting and they have far deeper stories, right? And so I was talking about Billy Strayhorn and being, 15, 16 when he wrote Lush Life. Lush Life, right? But then I look at somebody also shout out to Billie Eilish, speaking of the Billies, also very young, but with a lot to say. And especially the first album before the industry sort of took hold and determined what she was, it's different now. Like the Barbie song, it's a little bit, still good. The Barbie song is still good. But, like Tough Guy, it's a great song, but also, somebody under the age of 20 writing that. But then you have Shirley Horn singing Here's to Life, right? And I remember the first time I heard that song and I was like, I can't wait to be old enough and to have the right amount of experience to be able to sing that song. And then when I started doing my show, I was like, oh shit, I can do it. I can do this song now. I have it. That's kind of like, what's the Frank Sinatra song? When I was 17, that was a very good year, right? That one, right? And I want to say it's Sarah Vaughan that sings, she does a version of it. And it's just it's so poignant and so beautiful looking back on this life that you've lived, right? And as I was at this funeral today and I was speaking to somebody about all of the transitions and all of the people that have left us of late and how important it is to me not to have any regrets, to live every day and do the things that I want to do, the things that I said I would do, the things that I promised myself that I would do. And I'm constantly reminded of, people not getting to finish what they want to do. I mean, I think we come and I think we have a certain amount of breaths and a certain amount of time to do things. And I think sometimes we waste time. Sometimes we stay in places for too long, right? That we probably shouldn't have been in the first place, but maybe now we've gotten the lesson and we're just still lingering because fear is real. Fear is real. The backseat hater is real, telling you can't do stuff. You're too old to do that. Am I? Shut up, backseat hater. Just, get out. But seriously, it's all these conversations that we have with her, or maybe I had with myself today, as I was singing somebody home and just looking at my life, right? Which I think it's all about just constant reflection and constant thought and constant tweaks to what's already there. Hey, Anthony Dixon, what's up? Another one of my favorite singers. I love it. Yeah, so these times become very introspective for me, and sometimes I know that I get really quiet, and it's just I'm thinking and I'm writing and finally writing again. Jesus, like, so, I don't know about the rest of y'all songwriters, but sometimes I'm like, okay, that's it. That's the last song I'm gonna write. You know, and of course I said that with Lean In, and now I'm writing, which I should just say I'm gonna play on Thursday, no matter what shape it's in, because I started it last week, and I wanna do it and honor myself. Yeah. So last week, I went away to Palm Springs. I haven't posted about it because I just haven't had the time. But one of my friends, Daniel Banks, shout out to Daniel. He's in New York and was like, yeah, I have a timeshare that I can't get to. Do you want it? And I was like, no, you know, that's just like being at home. And I was like, are you insane? Like, what are you doing? Just say yes. Yes, I'll take it. And then go away and do some writing and rest. I don't know, maybe rest. How about that, right? Stop trying to get it all in. Listen, okay, Derek, I just had this conversation last night with Jacqueline and Maisha the other day. So yeah, I think that I really, and you know what? Maybe it doesn't just have to be music writing, although that would be great. But maybe people can just come, and maybe it's just, maybe it's accountability, right? Because I know I need accountability for myself, and you know, it always helps someone else, right? And it takes 22 days to make it a habit, which isn't a lot of time, right? It's just okay. It was doing the circle of death thing, so hopefully we still get. Anyway, yeah, no, I think we should definitely revisit it, because it is definitely, it's time, right? And so many people are putting trash into the world, just trash thoughts and trash doing and just being awful. And Derek, Jacqueline, you all have this beautiful body of work that you're working on, and why shouldn't we put that into the world? Why shouldn't we be putting beauty into the world every single day? Right? For our own sake. That's what I thought when I was out in the desert. Literally in the desert. What, y'all, it was 95 degrees last week. I was like, what is happening? But again, sometimes you don't know what you need until someone says, hey, you know what? Check this out. You need to go and rest yourself. Seriously. You know, Rick Rubin is really interesting to me. Derek was talking about Rick Rubin. And I kicked myself. I have a friend that was trying to introduce me to him. And I was all over the place. It was right after my brother had died, and I was trying to, you know, pull the kids together. But maybe I'll text him and see if we can read. But yeah, I love reading his work, because I think I just didn't know enough about him as a person. Like, sort of the music, but not really as a person. Anyway, so don't worry, we're going to do the rest of this list tomorrow. I sort of planned it this way because I thought I might talk, or maybe not talk, but y'all, okay, so just so you know, I mean, every day I make a list of things that I'm going to do on here, and then every day something else pops off, because that's how my brain works, or sometimes I just need to talk. Anyway, happy to be here. So we're back. This is Porch Light by the incredible Vinx. If you don't know Vinx, look him up. It's Vinx. He also does songwriting. He's in France now. So back when I was going to the south of France every year, that's what I was doing. God, I was going to the south of France every year. The sigh. Okay. How can I tell you that I missed you? And all those letters I meant to write. How can I tell you that I wanted to be there for you, but I just couldn't find myself in time? How can I tell you that I thought of you in every other man's kiss?
next door is coming home late. Wonders never cease. I never knew there was so much to do in a small town. Dreaming about dreaming, not counting my old dog Teddy, you were my first kiss. At least on the lips, you were my first love, my first love. Were you just the first to love me back? Porch lights is on again. It's later than usual. Porch light is on again. Are you waiting for me? Oh, I'm coming back home to find the vision that never leaves me. I'm coming home to find the magic that surrounds me. I'm coming back to find when this big old wind blows, the sands of time blow back in your face. I'm coming home to find, although it's good to be home, I can't wait to leave. Porch light, it's on again. Later than usual. Oh, porch light is on again. Are you waiting? Are you waiting? Porch light is on again. It's later than usual. Porch light is on again. Are you waiting for me? Yes, Anthony, I have a biography actually sitting over here on my shelf with all of the other ones. Yeah. So good. So good. All right, let's see. Y'all, there's so many songs, and I mean, I wouldn't call them one-hit wonders because sometimes the rest of the album is good, but you know how fickle the industry is. Just one thing gets through, right? And you think that person, like Fast Car, right? I was listening to an interview with Tracy Chapman, and she was just talking about how everything came about. And, you know, how she just sort of ran from... It is a great biography. I'm sorry, I'm like going back and forth. But Lush Life is also a really fantastic biography of Billy Strayhorn, who's from Pittsburgh. And he talks about how Duke Ellington had him under his wing, but some scholars think that a lot of the beautiful music that Duke wrote was actually Billy Strayhorn, right? Like A Flower is a Love Something, which there's a great version of that song by Satchel Basandani. It's a great tune, but that particular version, I love the way it moves, and I love the way his voice sits on top of it. But yeah, I mean, and you know, he was a young gay man, which, you know, I was going to say in that time can be really difficult. I mean, I think it could be difficult at any time, but he left behind such a beautiful body of work. But to feel that deeply at 16 and 17 is, to me, just insane, right? Okay, I love this one too. I learned the truth at 17. The love was meant for beauty queens and high school girls with clear skin smiles, who married young and then retired. The Valentines I never knew, the Friday night charades of youth were spent on one more beautiful. At 17 I learned the truth. Those of us with ravaged faces, lacking in the social graces, desperately remain at home, inventing lovers on the phone who called and said, "Come dance with me," murmured vague obscenities. It isn't all it seems. At 17, brown-eyed girl and hand-me-downs, whose name I never could pronounce, said, "Pity please the ones who serve. They only get what they deserve." The rich relation hometown queen marries into what she needs, with a guarantee of company and a haven for the elderly. Remember those who win the game, lose the love they sought to gain, indentures, equality, and dubious integrity. Their small town eyes gave that truth, and dull surprise when payment due exceeds accounts received at 17. That verse is crazy. That's some writing, Jancy. You better write. Anthony, you can do it on your next project, please. To those of us who knew the pain of Valentines that never came, and those whose names were never called, when choosing sides for basketball or dodgeball or baseball or kickball, it was long ago and far away. The world was younger than today, when dreams were all they gave for free to ugly duckling girls like me. We all played the game, and when we dared to cheat ourselves in solitaire, inventing lovers on the phone, repenting of the lies unknown. They call and say, "Come dance with me," and murdered vague obscenities. Ugly girls like me at 17. All right. So many songs, y'all. So don't worry. We'll get through the rest of these tonight. I'm just sort of picking through them. This next one, I really... Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for that, Anthony. I miss you. Listen, y'all, you know, it's funny. Somebody asked me if I miss New York. I miss New York. The New York when I lived there with all of my friends, when you would walk down the street, you know, and stop in the Brooklyn Moon and people would be doing poetry, or you would go to band because your friends were playing there, right? That's what I miss. Like I miss Fort Greene, right? And dancing in the park. Y'all used to be out dancing with the DJs in the park, and it was just absolutely amazing. Yeah, Kimmy, listen, I remember this song, and you know, all of these songs remind me so much, you know, they remind me of high school and us and, you know, Robert, Terry, all y'all. We were like, you know, so young
and so, already just so, not jaded. I don't think we were jaded yet. I think that came later. But it was, all of these songs remind me of that. Oh, you know what? This one is not on the list, but I'm going to put it on right now, and hopefully I can remember it. It's such a good song. Right, me too. Ooh. Dojo, I was thinking about Dojo the other day. I was like, dang, I missed that. The Jiggy Tofu, man, listen. So many things. Zen Palette, so many things, and they're all gone now. What was it? Cucina de Pesce, that was my jam. Okay, I'm going to do this one. It's a Ricky Lee Jones song, and I love Ricky Lee Jones, period, and I love her version. Hey, Eileen, how you doing? It's good to see you. But years after this, and I was thinking about Diane Reeves today, because she's another one of those people that is just so unsung and so delightfully incredible, right? Anyway, but I love... Robert, you turned me on to the song when we were little bitty babies, like, seriously. I remember you too clearly. But I survived another day. Conversations to share when there's no one there. I'll imagine what you'd say. I see you in another time. So you're going off to live your life. You say we'll see each other now and then, but I know we'll never walk this way again. No, not like this. I'll see you in another time, baby. I'll see you in my dreams, but when I reach across the galaxy, song so much too. So good. All right, so we're at 4 minutes. Can't believe it. That was so quick, y'all. Thank you for coming out and joining me and hanging out, and the conversations and all of it. All of it. You know, I love talking to y'all. And just seeing where you are. And seriously, I'm very seriously thinking about this group, because it would be really wonderful to, you know, to just be with y'all. It's always wonderful and inspiring, right? I mean, I think that as artists, like when you talk, and I have a lot of young artist friends, I have older artist friends, I have young and old friends. I see somebody is back there dancing. I can't say the name because she won't let us finish. You know how she is. I don't know what show that was when the guy would go, sit, Ubu. Yeah, well, that's kind of that. What's up, Kevin Levi? How you doing? Oh, thanks. You love it when I talk? I always feel like I'm talking too much. Yes, I think that's a holdover from my childhood. Seriously. Okay, so this next one. So, Jimmy Webb had a lot of songs that other people did, like Glenn Campbell, Maria Moldau, just lots of other people did his songs. One night I got to go to the cutting room. The guy that owns it, Steve Walters, became a friend, you know, just a really good friend to me and all the musicians that I was involved with. But, thank you, Derek. But one night I got to see him by himself, and he talked about all the songs that he had written, like Galveston and the Wichita Lineman, and The Moon's a Harsh Mistress, right? Which I always loved it, but I had never heard the lyric, but I thought, what a fantastic title. And then I heard the lyric. See her how she flies, golden sails across the sky, close enough to touch. Be careful if you try, though she looks as warm as gold. So cold. Once the sun did shine, Lord, it felt so fine. The moon found a rose through the mountains and the pines. My star, I fell hard and fell low. The moon's a harsh mistress, and the sky is made of stone. The moon's a harsh mistress. She's hard to call your own. All right, y'all. That was so quick. So quick. I hope you got some joy. I hope that you are lighter than you were when you came in here and feeling better. And I hope that you sleep well. Don't forget to get outside, get some sun, drink your water, eat clean, all of the things, right? Rest. Just rest. I mean, if you have to go away to Palm Springs because your friend gives you the, you know, the time. Listen, Derek, that whole, I fell down on my face and missed my start. What? I mean, come on. Seriously. Yeah, I mean, I tell people this all, people always say, what's your favorite lyric? I need you more than want you, and I want you for all time. That's it. The Wichita Lineman. And, I mean, the funny thing is that Jimmy Webb, actually, I tell this story all the time because I'm so proud of it. He studied with my piano teacher, Russell Baldwin, when I was, young and doing classical music. But, yeah, he produced one of the finest songwriters out there. I would love to, just meet him and work with him someday because I who knows what he's doing now, but I like him and Labi Siffre. I mean, I love songwriters and good ones. It inspires me to be a better songwriter. Okay, it is 6:02 and somebody is over here making noise. Are you ready to go outside? Huh? Really? Anyway, I love y'all. I'll see you on Wednesday, and we will continue this conversation. And then on Thursday, I'm doing originals. So if there's anything that you want to hear, or you want to hear me talk about why I wrote it, or stories, or whatever, I'm down. Okay, and Kevin Levi, man, you need to not live so far away, so you could come and sit in and play some sax. Some soprano sax would be so beautiful on these tunes. Seriously, I'm just saying. All right, y'all. I love you. Have a fantastic evening. All right, do all the things. No regrets. All right.